All right, yo, what is going on, everybody? Today is a very exciting day because, by the title, the brand new Universes Tycoon server is here on Swurv.oplegends.com, ladies and gentlemen. And, well, when you log on to the server and play this amazing Minecraft server, you're going to head on over to here, the Universes NPC. You're going to click it, and now this is where we start the journey in the showcase. And really quick, before we start and explain this server, the owner of OpLegends has reached out and said if we can break the record for the most joins on an IP, meaning like when the server releases today, not today, this weekend at 3 p.m. EST on Saturday, he's going to surprise one of you guys with a permanent top rank. And he also said leading up to the release, every single upload that I upload, I give away 1,000 credits to you guys. So if you want to win either of those, start entering now. Every single time you type your IGN or your Minecraft username is one entry. But guys, we are here, the Universes game mode. Now there's so much to dive in, but we got to go over the basics and learn the server first. So there are 4 different universes: the Lake Universe, the Slayer Universe, the Arctic Universe, and the Mining Universe. Each of them are assigned their very own tool that you go ahead and use and upgrade. And as you guys can see, when I hold, let's say for example the shovel, there are different currencies. So on the scoreboard there is winter stars, snow, and winter orbs. Now if I go over to the diamond sword, there are Slayer stars, skulls, and Slayer orbs, all of which you use to upgrade enchants, compete for gang top, which we'll go more into later. But as you guys can see, gang top is organized by 4 different stats, and those 4 different stats just so happen to be associated with the 4 different universes. So this is a very team-based game, and if you guys want to be on my team for the brand new release, drop a comment right now and explain why you guys want to be on my team. I'm looking for 3 people, because how you're supposed to organize it is every person on your team is assigned basically a universe to grind and then compete on gang top. So I really want to compete and win the server this season because there's so much hype around it. There's going to be over like 1,000 players on release, and I just seriously cannot wait for this. This is gonna be awesome. But now that you know the basics or the structure, let's go into more of the features here on Universes. So we've already been over gangs, right? We've already been over this. This is your gang, and you can check gang top by clicking this little trophy. This is your personal gang. You can see all your stats, and this is where you deposit the stars. Now we can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different members, so you can assign 2 people per universe on a full team. So I'm looking to get a full team here, bro. So seriously, even if you're not the most experienced player, I need a full team this season. So comment right now. But next up are the milestones. These milestones can unlock really good rewards simply by just grinding out the universe that they're associated with. So for example, the lake milestones, you guys can earn like free credits. You guys can earn, you know, loot boxes, more credits, boosters, a bunch of different things. So they're really good to, you know, get a little side boost while you're progressing in each one of these universes. Next up, we have the help menu. In case you guys don't listen to any word in this video, yes, they do have a help menu, but I promise you're going to be an expert by the end of this video and know exactly what to do. Next up, the item shop. These are just to basically customize your realm. So if we go to /realm, every team will have their little realm here that they can kind of customize and do whatever they want in. Whether or not you want to set up shops for other players or just build something cool for you and your team, the possibilities are kind of endless here. So you can do whatever you want. And every realm gets a little special delivery package. And if you click this crate, it actually gives you some tools that you guys can use to go ahead and kind of customize this however you want. That's a little secret hidden feature that a lot of people don't know about. But I know you guys want to check out the universes so bad, but I promise you we will get there in a second and we will show off each one of these builds. They're super cool. But before we go into them, we got to kind of go over this little quest system here. So if for some reason you guys don't pay attention in this video, you can actually do /quests, and completing the quest line actually gives some pretty decent rewards. But we're going to start off by going over here, the lake universe. So you just walk in, and as you guys can see, every time I hit this water or whatever, you guys can just kind of like hold right click down. If I'm gonna get a little closer, it's probably smarter. You basically grind out fishes, and you can't just sit here and do this. You got to go through each one because they have little cooldowns, and if they have a little glowstone under them, that's a little hidden feature. If they have a glowstone under them, you can fish in it. If you don't, then you can't fish in it. Once it's bedrock, you gotta wait until that turns back to glowstone, and boom, this one's already refreshed. So there you go. And right now we're gonna go over every mechanic. So you guys now know the mechanic for the lake. Let's go over the mechanics for the Slayer universe. As you guys can see, there's raining down mobs, and every time you kill one of these things, they flow up into the air and they go bye-bye. And as you guys can see, we're leveling up and ranking up. So if we do /rank ups, there we go. We just ranked up to 2, 3, 4, and I think you can do rank up max. So then you max out all of them, and then you have a little progression bar here into your next one. So there we go. Rank up max. orbs, and then you keep on going and ranking up higher and higher. And as you guys see, we are grinding out a bunch of stars, we're grinding out a bunch of skulls and slayer orbs. Each one of these little currencies have their own unique features that they're really good for. Before we go into that, so we gotta check out the winter universe. I guess this is the Arctic universe actually, and this is where you'll use the shovel. And as you guys can see, look at the animations, they're so nice here. You basically try to go ahead and essentially just try to get rid of all the snow blocks. Now every zone has an AFK block that you guys can simply, when you go to bed, still progress here and start grinding, and boom, you're gonna start ranking up and leveling up, getting more snow. As you guys can see, that little counter on my scoreboard is going up. So yeah, and don't worry, we'll get into the companion eggs here in a bit, but the mining universes is, I think, one of the best ones. It's really easy, it's really simple, and it reminds me of a game mode like prisons. And look at the builds. Can we just appreciate the nice cherry blossoms? Like I really like this build. It's super nice. But every zone has given us also these things called shards, which for each shard, for example, the broccoli armor shard we got through slaying mobs. The candy armor we got through, you know, shoveling snow blocks in the winter zone. And the redstone we got from using the mine. So now if we do slash armor, you guys can see that there are a ton of armor here. So we have redstone armor. This one is the first tier that you get unlocked, and then when you click it, it gets down a little tech tree or whatever. Then if you mine 800,000 blocks, you get the tier 2 armor unlocked, and you can start upgrading these. These require copper. But right now we get redstone from mining, so we could use these to level up our boosters. And it shows you how much you're missing for each upgrade. And this goes for all of the armors with every single zone. Really fun stuff. But how do you progress and get more things in each zone? Well, that's a great question, because if you do slash rebirth, you have to reach a certain amount of ranks. So you remember when we were doing slash rank up earlier? Yeah, when you get to 5,000 ranks, you will get a multiplier in your zone. It'll reset you back to 0 rank ups, but you'll have a 2x multiplier making you rank up even faster. And then you get more orbs. You get a whole bunch of different boosters that you guys can use for each one of these zones. So that's why I said you really do, or really should, get a team together. And if you can't find a team, make sure to still tune out for release, because there's gonna be over 1,000 players on this weekend, and everybody's gonna be looking for a team. And there's gonna be teams that need slots filled for their team, so it's gonna be really easy for you guys to find a group of people to play with regardless. So make sure to join the server right now, swurv.oplegends.com, with the port 19132 for all the Bedrock homies. But we need to go more into the tools, because each one of these tools also have unique upgrades and enchants that you guys can upgrade. So for example, I'll go ahead and hover over the pickaxe upgrades right now that you guys can kind of either pause or read if you want. I'm not going to go over all of them, because that would be a crazy yap fest. But now moving on to the fishing rod, here are the enchants for that one as well, so you guys can look at it for them or yourself. Now on to the Slayer sword. You can tell that they are not very expensive. As you guys can see, we have 4,000 of these orbs, and they're only costing 11. But you'll also notice that you need to level up your tool in order to unlock some of these enchants. And finally, the snow place, or the winter Arctic universe. I'm just going to call it the snow biome. There are a ton of enchants here, as you guys can see, a lot more in this one. But then you move on to something called tool perks. Now every single one of these tools have different arrangement of perks, which can boost your boosters and currencies by getting these perks. You actually get these by getting something called cubes. Now you can get cubes from milestones, you can get them from keys that you grind up with key finder enchant. You can get them from the loot crates, you can get them from the loot boxes. They're really easy to get. Last season on dungeons, I'm ending with like over 1,000 extra tool perk cubes. They're so easy to get. And a cool feature about this server is you basically have something called pity luck. At 250 rolls, you will be guaranteed a red perk, which are one of the best. There's only one more better than that, and that is the universal perk. But then you got modifiers as well, which give boosters, whether it be winter orbs, snow, or winter stars. You'll be able to get modifiers on your swords or your shovels or any kind of tool that you have to increase more boosters to make your progression a lot easier. You can unlock more slots simply by, in this case with the snow, breaking 250,000 raw snow, and then 500,000, 100,000, 200, or 2 million, 1 million I meant. You get more slots unlocked. So it is a very fun grinding team game mode that really just brings the community together, and I'm really excited for that part. And remember, if we break the record for the most joins on one of the partners IPs, we get to give away the top rank. So I need all of you guys to use swurv.oplegends.com, and for all the Bedrock homies, port 19132. Join the server today. You're not going to want to miss it. I will see you guys this weekend at 3 p.m. EST. I love you all. Peace out and goodbye.